On the run, it's ball. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Gators send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the wing. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give is to Miller. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. Man, these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama.
Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Get the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's ball. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 35. Finds some room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gator. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10. A lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Miller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. Creates a little space. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's ball. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. Makes it right on the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I would love to see her and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's ball. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Gators want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using his legs, it's ball. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Russell. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position for them.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
And the returner will be dragged down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Across the 45. Off to the races to the right. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Looking down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
That's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage. Let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find it to be open, couldn't make a completion. But you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Takes the handoff. It's ball. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on the shoulder.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the direct snap, it's ball. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Here we go. Ready? Dino.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Makes the quick grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Running to the left. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34.
Check. White 94, slider, jump, let's go.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback keeper. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got an open man. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. He's got it again. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, and work on this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.